What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm back in these streets. I'm back in these war streets because I got war with DeMarcus Lawrence, dog. This is my DeMarcus Lawrence rant. I've been waiting to say something about this dude for a long time. I would say stuff here and there during this tenure. But, I ain't go hard because, he's on the team. He does play good. So let me just be quiet and not say nothing about him. But you ain't here no more. So I'm letting it loose. You feel me? I'm letting it loose. So let me talk about some Cowboys news right quick. Cowboys just signed Miles Sanders on the late night. I'm with that. I don't know why people is hating. Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders. The only way I would hate is if y'all fools don't go out there and get another running back. You better still get a running back in the first 3 rounds, dog, or you better get a dog. Don't be like, oh, we got Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams. Be good like you did with Ezekiel Elliott. Don't play that game because we knew why you did it last year. Don't play it this year. I think that's a good addition. And then they re-signed Israel Mukama to a 1-year deal. I think y'all played Israel. I think y'all intentionally kept him on that bench so he couldn't go nowhere and he couldn't sign for somebody else because ain't nobody going to pick up no Mukama because you ain't got no numbers on him. And that was the perfect thing. Now, that's just a theory. I'm not saying it's true, but that's just my theory because there was no damn reason why he couldn't play because whenever he came in the game, he was productive. That don't make no sense. And the boy's like a damn condor. You get what I'm saying? So that was just, I feel like y'all got that deal because you knew you could keep him because you kept him on that bench and didn't have no value. That's my opinion on that. And now they're talking about Cooper Kupp is in the mix again between Dallas and Seattle. We hear so many conflicting stories between them two. I'm like, Tuck, man, just put an offer. Just put a real offer out there and say, we taking you from Seattle and just go ahead and add them in, man. Y'all hurry up and get this second receiver and draft somebody. But y'all need to get somebody. It ain't Jalen Tolbert. It ain't Jalen Brooks. It ain't Kevontae Turpin. It ain't Jonathan Mingo. You need a dog. Get somebody. I don't care if you're older. Get somebody. Now I'm about to talk about this D-Law stuff. You feel me? So, as we heard yesterday, that the spat between DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons. First of all, me and Mike White been talking about DeMarcus Lawrence and his fake ass leadership for a long time. Just because you yelling loud and talking all loud don't mean you a leader. Okay? That don't mean you a leader because you yelling all that. But let's start from the beginning. Because in the beginning, I didn't hate on D-Law. When they drafted D-Law out of Boise State in 2014, I was hyped. Dallas need a war daddy. We got one. They moved up. We got one. I was feeling good. Understandably, we saw what happened in those first few years, but I didn't really sour on D-Law until like damn near 2017. When we created our podcast, Similar Blue Nation, I was lighting his ass up, because I was basically calling him a bust. Because let's talk about what he said first. When he went over, let's talk about the little quick interview where he said, my home is in Dallas, my heart is in Dallas, I'm gonna always have a home in Dallas, but I ain't getting no Super Bowl over there, so that's what it is. Well, first, let's talk about that. Yeah, you're not getting a Super Bowl over here. You know why? Because you're 33 years old and you're coming off injury, and the Cowboys didn't want you. Because what I'm hearing in the streets, they didn't even offer you another deal, okay? So it wasn't about like it was your choice to what it looks like on your end where, oh, I ain't going to win no Super Bowl in Dallas. Of course you ain't, because they ain't offer you no deal. They leaked. They telling you to go. They ain't offer you no deal. You just came off another foot injury because you was hella injured in your career. You came off another foot injury. You're 33 years old. You wasn't going to be part of the rebuild on the program. So, yeah, you wasn't going to win no Super Bowl. But don't start talking that Super Bowl talk like you going over to the Seattle Seahawks with Sam Darnold and you going to win a championship over there. No, you're not. You're just a lot of talk. You just run your mouth and you never shut up. And here's the thing. Like I said, Your first 3 years, you're critical of Micah, right? And then Micah comes back and says rejection and envy. That's what it looks like. That's some clown shit. So, first of all, I might be all over the place because I'm let my raw emotions come out. So I might be all over the place. So please forgive me and watch this whole damn video, okay? Might be a little longer than normal because I want to get it all off my chest and I don't want to talk about this dude no more. But first of all, you come out there and say, you wasn't going to win, and I already addressed that. When Micah comes out there and says on the tweet, this is what rejection and envy looks like. That's some clown shit. He didn't call you a clown. He said that's some clown shit. That we know, first of all, I want to address all these people that was jumping out there talking like, Oh, well, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. He told the truth. He told the truth about the organization. People get mad when they say it, but when a player says, ain't nobody mad about that. We done heard all these damn players say the shit about the Cowboys. Dog, duh. We know about the Cowboys. We know about the front office. We know they goofy. Nobody is defending that. Nobody is not saying he didn't tell the truth. I had no problem with what he said about that because it's true. You wasn't winning no Super Bowl in Dallas. You had 11 years and you wasn't winning one. And you wasn't winning one now. So I understand that. So I wasn't mad at that. I'm not even mad at it came out your mouth. It's that you always talking. If you was the so-called leader in the building, because some of these other guys that left weren't leaders, but if you was the so-called unquestioned leader in the building, why couldn't you just take the high road? Hey, I'm here in Seattle. I'm doing this. I hope everything, wish the best for them over in Dallas, but I'm over here now. Let's try to get a chip. Everybody would have respected that. Everybody would have respected that from you, D-Law. But no, you had to throw a little dig in there. I ain't winning no Super Bowl over there. That's because they didn't want you. That's why you ain't winning the Super Bowl. And then you're going to jump out and say, oh, well, you can say I'm a clown, but it don't still go away from the truth. Yeah, we know the truth. Yeah, and the truth is also you didn't help get them to a championship. And this is the problem I had with D-Law when he says this. Instead of doing all that tweeting, and you need to worry about winning, or I would have stayed. First of all, you didn't have no choice. They didn't want you. So you didn't have no choice to stand. And first, tweeting, and winning? Would you win? Would you win when you was here, D-Law? And for me, Michael could tweet all he wants to. Tweeting ain't hurting anything when you getting 12.5 sacks a year. That's not hurting them when you getting 12.5 sacks. Okay? That's not hurting anything when you got 52.5 sacks in 4 years and you're doing things in 4 years that nobody has done except only a rare few people. Is that you, D-Law? Because they can find D-Laws in the draft all the time. They ain't finding Michael Parsons. So therefore he's different. So that's why he said envious. Rejection, they didn't offer you a contract. Envious, because I'm better than you in every facet. And the stats is going to prove it. Oh, my bad. D-Law, the best run defender in the world. Man, please. So let's talk about your career, bro. Your first, before you got your contract, 2014 to 2016, what was you? Your first year you broke your foot, you was injury guy. Your first year you broke your foot, right? You didn't come until midseason. You didn't get one damn sack. Into them playoffs, okay, you had the little strip sack on Matthew Stafford, and I was loving it. It was looking good. Okay, yeah. D-Law, that's how you end it. If you're going to end in the playoffs, that's how you end it. Now, we looking good for you next year. Bruh, your first 8 games of next year, you didn't even get a sack. Oh, but you was a run defender. You was the greatest run defender in the world. The greatest run defender. But you didn't even have a sack. And it ain't all about sacks. It's not. I know that. I played a game of football. I coached it. It ain't all about sacks. But when not everybody can get those. Okay? That's why they get paid them big dollars, because everybody can't go out there and do that year in and year out and be dominant and make plays. That's why you get paid like that. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But 2014, we saw. 2015, okay, then you went on a run. In the second half of the season, got 8 sacks. Okay, we feeling good. The next season, what happened? You got busted for amphetamines. 4-game suspension. Now, I don't know how many times you got to fail a test or whatever for you to get suspended. Because I know if you're smoking bud or whatever, you ain't getting suspended on the first try. You're going to have to get like 2 or 3 tries, then they suspend you. So I don't know how many times you was doing it. But is that leadership? Huh? That wasn't leadership, right? So I don't want to hear all that. Has Mike ever got in trouble? Yeah, he might be talking in the podcast, and yeah, he might be, tweeting or whatever, and Micah might not be quiet either, but he ain't in trouble. He ain't been in trouble. So what he does is harmless, and he's a student of the game, and I don't think you are. So then let's talk about the 2016 year. You got hurt again, back injury. How many games? I think you only played 9 games, bruh. I don't even think you had a sack that year. Maybe you had 1. No, you had 1, because in your first 3 years, you had a total of 9 sacks, but you're supposed to be this war daddy. You're supposed to be this dog. And then I heard you in training camp bumping your gums again, talking like, I'm a 10-sack guy. I'll never forget it. I was watching training camp, and I heard when they put that microphone in your face, and you said, I'm a 10-sack guy. Man, you a 10-sack guy? I held you to it. Once I heard you say that, I held you to it. I said, okay, he says he's a 10-sack guy. Let's see it every year. Let's go. Okay, 2017, 14 and a half sacks. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember when you doing your little thing like that when you was talking about getting paid in Atlanta. I ain't never gonna forget that. Yeah, you 14 and a half sacks. That was contract year though. I've seen plenty players in contract years go nuts because they know if they don't, they not getting another deal. The market's gonna be small for them and might not be in the league. And guess what? They drafted Chaco Charlton in 2017, for you. He was going to be your replacement because you was on the verge of being a bust. A bust. You was on the verge of being a bust talking all that trash. They drafted sorry-ass Taco Charlton behind you. I'm sorry, Taco. I didn't mean to call you sorry. But that's what happened. They drafted him for your replacement. So, yeah, you went crazy in your contract year. But even the goofy-ass front office, Stephen Jones, is a goofy. I ain't defending nothing about the front office. Stephen Jones is a goofy. But I ain't heard him talk like he talked to you about some other players. He said, you ain't no Khalil Mack. You want big money? You ain't Khalil Mack. We ain't seen you do nothing. 9 sacks in 3 years. Now you go on a contract, you get 14 and a half. We don't believe you. So you just monstering all this and you're so great. They didn't believe you. He said, you ain't no Khalil Mack. So he said, prove it. They franchised your ass. You got to prove it again because we don't believe you. You proved it. You got 10 and a half. Okay. You got your big deal. 5 years, $100 million. Right. What you do after that? Did you touch double-digit sacks again? Oh, it ain't all about sacks, but how'd you get paid? You became one of the highest-paid defensive players in the league. 5 year, $100 million. Why'd you get that contract? Why'd you get that contract? You got that contract because of sacks. Sacks, pressures. That's how you got it. You didn't get it. You didn't get that $100 million for being the greatest run defender in the world. So hush all that noise, dog. Nobody want to hear all that. You wanted to get paid, and that's how you got paid. And the highest you came after that was 6.5 sacks. What? I don't want to hear that. We're going to go through about your comments, how many times you talked in the media. Oh, sometimes I like to slap the shit out of some of y'all. Y'all get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? But you the leader. You know what I mean? How many times did I hear at the beginning of the season, we going to the Super Bowl? At least twice I heard you say we going to the Super Bowl and they ain't even played. Shut up. That's what I would say. Man, shut up. You talking about Super Bowl and they ain't even played a damn game in your life? Man, you just be talking. And then the infamous, they put the mic in your face and you supposed to be the leader. You on ESPN, they put the mic in your face. What happened in the playoffs? What happened? I don't know. We just got tired. It's a long season. What? Now, if Parsons would have said that, the whole world would have turned upside down. Right? But you're the leader. Y'all got tired. You wasn't speaking for the team. You weren't speaking for the team. You was the fake leader. You was just a loud talker. That don't mean you the leader just because you talk the loudest. Now, let's compare these stats because I ain't going to keep y'all. Y'all might not want to watch the video for so long because you be like, you're going too long. Okay. But let's talk about the numbers. When he called you envious, because you are. From 2014 to 2019, you had 242 total tackles. 2014 to 2019, 242 tackles. From Micah has 256. You did that in 6 years. Micah still got more than you, right? More combined tackles, more assisted tackles. In your 11-year career, you have 61 and a half sacks. Micah has 52 and a half. Bruh. In 8 years, you have 100 QB hits. In Micah's 4 years, he has 112. In 5 years, you have 58 tackles for loss. In Micah's 4 years, he has 63 tackles for loss. What we talking about here? What we talking about here? He has more combined tackles, more assisted tackles, more QB hits, more tackles for loss, more sacks. He beating you in every damn category. My bad. He ain't beating you in the run defending department, but he got more tackles than you. But he ain't beating you the best run defender in the world. That's why I get tired of them D-Law lovers. And then give depreciation for D-Law. You don't give depreciation. Blood, sweat, and tears for this organization. Man, cut that BS out. Nobody wants to hear that. That man, and then let's not talk about distraction. Micah got a podcast, and I ain't saying Micah don't got to get better. Yes, I get frustrated with Micah too, but you know what? Micah got a passion that I love though. Micah got a passion that I love. He might get, I don't like the podcast, and sometimes I think he need to be quiet too, but I know he's growing into the leader. I know he has passion. I know he wants a Super Bowl. I know he ain't just saying, we're going to the Super Bowl. No, he's saying we need to get all the pieces. Didn't you just hear him this year saying we need to get free agents? I need free agents in here because I want a Super Bowl. I don't want to play this game forever and not have no chips. I want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl. That's all I hear out of Micah's mouth. I ain't never hear that out your mouth. I heard Hot Boys. Taco Charlton may stuff the name, but you ran with it. So if you're talking about distractions with the podcast, winning, you was Hot Boys. You was still pushing that stupid ass agenda. Everybody getting Hot Boy chains, Hot Boys, Hot Boys. Isn't that the distraction? You talking? Isn't that you marketing your brand, marketing the brand? Because you ran with the Hot Boy shit, and y'all hadn't won nothing. Y'all hadn't did nothing. Y'all hadn't won nothing. But all of a sudden, y'all the Hot Boys now. Now that y'all the Hot Boys, yeah, everybody was making a mockery of y'all when they ran through y'all on defense and kicked your ass. How many times did I hear you in interviews? Oh, yeah, we smacked them today. And then the next week, y'all play a tough team, get your ass beat. But no, it's DeMarcus Lawrence. And, bro, and all the sacks that you did get, it was always against them sorry-ass Giants when you get 2 or 3 sacks in a game. Like 1 year, you got 6 sacks, and I bet, boss, $5, he said you get 10. I'll bet you 50 he don't get 10. You got 3 in 1 game. You didn't get nothing else after that because you whacked, dog. You whacked. You ain't going over Seattle and doing nothing. You probably going to get hurt again. You feel what I'm saying? You hurt guy. You talk loud, hurt guy. You not no leader guy. I saw Osa. I saw Chauncey. I saw Diggs. Stop deleting your tweets. I saw all them jump to the defense of Micah. Not you. Micah is a leader. He's still growing into it. But I know he has a passion to want to win. You can't touch him. He's a difference maker. Micah made the game easier for you. When Micah came in the game, Micah commands double, triple teams. That frees up you. That frees up everybody else. So if you didn't have a Micah Parsons, that defense is regular. Remember when 2020, when Dallas was terrible and had one of the worst defenses in the world? What was you doing? When they drafted Micah, what happened? Yeah, you got Dan Quinn, but what happened? They got a whole injecting infusion. They broke records in 2021. Was it because of you? No. That defense is regular when you was in there. When Micah's in there, that defense is dynamic because you're not that. You understand what I'm saying? Micah got hurt this year and still got 12 and a half sacks. He played 13 games and still got 12 and a half. What'd you do? 4 games hurt? Yeah, like always. You hurt guy. You know what I'm saying? So Micah comes in after missing 4 games, comes in that Washington game. Who won that game? Micah won that game because them pressures and them sacks in that game he was all over. Bro, when Micah came back from injury, Dallas became one of the better defenses in the league in sacks, pressures, pressure rate, sack rate, everything rate. That doesn't happen when you in there. You're not a winner. You're just a talker. Shut up. I'm glad you're gone. I'm getting ready to end this video, but I'm glad you're gone. You just was a bunch of talk. Michael was right in my opinion. You was envious. You probably, and then, and one last thing, when them people talking about, DeMarcus Lawrence, he took a pay cut. And then look at what he did for the team. Bro, he should take a pay cut. Did his numbers match his production of what he got paid? He was one of the highest paid defensive players in the league. The highest paid for sacks. What happened? Did he play to that contract? Hell no. So he should have took a discount. We're going to give him hand claps? No, you should have took a discount because you didn't play to that contract. You didn't see a double-digit sack again in your career. But all of a sudden, we supposed to feel good because you took a pay cut or he made move the money. You should have been happy they kept you because I told them to get rid of your ass. You should have got rid of your ass and got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Seattle is dumb. Paying you $14 million a year for what? What are you going to get? 5 sacks? 72 tackles? Nah, man, you ain't doing nothing over there, bruh. And you ain't going, your career ain't nothing like Micah. Micah been all pros, rookie of the years. Y'all not in comparison. And then when you had that little spat on the side, when you told him to shut the F up, he was over on the sidelines yelling and whatever. So I'm sure he's over there talking to y'all like, let's go. Why don't you do this? And you told him to shut the F up. Okay. I'm just glad you gone. And I don't think you was the leader like everybody thought you was. You just talk loud. And everybody just stayed quiet. As soon as you left, they started saying them things about you. You was whack, bro. And like I said, I'm glad you gone. I don't ever want to hear about no hot boys. I don't want to ever hear about you again. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best over there in Seattle, but nah, I'm glad you're gone. I don't even know what else to say, but that D-Law shit and all you D-Law lovers talking about, oh, Cowboys Nation, y'all didn't show no appreciation for D-Law. For what? For what? For what? I don't care. And if people jump in the comments, that's fine. This is my opinion. Y'all can, if you a D-Law lover, you can tell me whatever till you're blue in the face. That man ain't do a damn thing, jack poo. Numbers ain't in comparison. Like I said, Micah beat you in every major category. And you're the run defender, more tackles, more assisted tackles, more QB hits, better pressure rate, more sacks, more tackles for loss. You're not on his level. You're not the player he is. You're not a leader. You're just a lot of talk. Good riddance. Bye. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.